Okay, everybody, welcome to another episode of Live with HIDEF. I am Layman with HIDEF Lifestyle. I have with me Chris with Focal. How you doing today, Chris?
Oh, doing very well, and yourself?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Today's discussion is just kind of a casual talk with Focal and see how things have been going with them. We encourage any questions. This is a live Q&A, so if anybody watching has any questions, feel free to make so in the comments. But I think we're going to just kind of get started. We'll get the elephant out of the room. How you guys doing at Focal today?
All things being said, we're doing okay, actually. We're managing just like everybody else out there, and obviously doing the right thing for us and everybody.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, there COVID-19 has had an impact with everybody, but how is Focal kind of faring now? You guys kind of how progressing?
Honestly, we're like I said, we've basically taken a lot of proactive measures. With us, like I said, it's definitely affected us. But on the positive side, we've been able to manage to keep our production running throughout this whole ordeal, which has been very good. And just this week on our name side, actually, we just opened back up, and we're looking to be ramped up to about 50% manufacturing by end of the month. So that's very positive.
Outstanding. Have you had many delays in production wise?
We've obviously had to limit some of our production. We've had to change some of the ways that we do things, obviously. As for production on the Focal side, we've been running at about 50% manufacturing through this whole ordeal. And moving forward, we are looking into ramping that up increasingly throughout the next few weeks and months.
Okay, excellent. Okay, all right. Now that all is out of the way, let's get with some more fun. So what do you guys have out right now that's really worth talking about? I know the Cora is big. Right.
Yeah. Cora is actually our latest product that we've launched into the market. We did an introduction release with three models: our 806, our 816, and 826 back in September of 2019. And for 2020, we finished the line off. We introduced the center channel, the Cora surround. And we're looking to have the Cora subwoofer here within the next 6 to 8 weeks. But the one product that has really taken the market by storm is being our new 826D, which is our new Dolby Atmos enabled speaker. And again, that's been very, very popular since we launched that in January.
Wonderful. Now that's available in multiple colors, finishes as well?
Right. So with all the models except for the subwoofer and the surround, is that we have three different finishes. We have a black on black finish. We have our dark wood, which is our dark wood finish on the cabinet with a kind of a light blue finish on the front, and then we also have our light wood, which is finished with an ivory face. And again, this is available in all models, including the center channel.
Okay. Now, what has been like, are you seeing more popular of right now with everyone? A lot of people are at home. Are you seeing more uptick in headphones, personal speakers, outdoor speakers? What's really hot right now?
Obviously with the quarantine, personal audio has been very popular. Especially when you have multiple people in a single dwelling. Again, being able to keep your personal audio to yourself has been very popular. And again, especially with our high-end headphones, that's been very popular. Obviously, with everyone, streaming movies and so on like that. So is our home theater product has been very popular as well. And again, especially the new Cora with the Atmos enabled speaker technology that we have. One category that we're very surprised to see grow was actually our pro audio development, or pro audio product. is that we're finding that, there's a lot of people, again, spending a lot of time at home. And so they're now, purchasing our Pro Audio monitors and setting up home studios.
Excellent, excellent. We do have one quick question from one of our viewers asking, is HIDEF open? Yeah, technically, yes, we are open. We have people in here every day. We are not open. Our store front is not open to the public, but we do have curbside pickup and free local delivery for local people, but we're also shipping every day. Our e-commerce side is really in full swing. No shipping delays with products that we have. Have you guys had much any problems getting products out?
So I mean, obviously, there's we at our warehouse we were kind of shut down for a couple of weeks, but with working with the government, we were able to then resume shipping, and again working with our dealers like yourself, again make arrangements so that we were able to ship in a timely manner.
Okay. Now, for those who are watching, you are located up in Canada, is that correct?
I am, yes. I'm one of the remote employees. I'm out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Okay. And then, of course, for those who don't know, Focal's main headquarters is in France.
Right. So we actually have two sites in France. We have our main headquarters in Saint-Étienne, France. Again, that's our logistics and our R&D and most of our manufacturing. And then we have our second location, which is our cabinet factory in Beaumont-Lancy.
Okay. Now, hopefully one day we'll get to possibly France to see some of that, because all the travel's a little down. We talked a little bit about outdoor speakers. We are seeing a huge increase in people, at least here for customers, going with outdoor speakers. There's not going to be a lot of traveling some this summer, so they're kind of getting their staycations in order. They're kind of planning to spend a lot more time in the backyard. Are you seeing that a little where you are?
Yeah, definitely. This time of the year is very popular for outdoor speakers for us, and again with the staycations, as you mentioned, it's definitely amplified that time of the year for us.
Okay. All right, and we have a question from another one of our viewers. Carol, are there any specials happening right now?
On Focal side, I'm not sure. Like I said, I mainly deal with the product side of the business. But I mean, obviously, that I guess that's a better question for you guys. So.
We are doing some outdoor promos at the time right now. Like I said, with having done with outdoor speakers. So yeah, we're doing a few outdoor promos right now. You can find that on our website. I'm trying to think what else we have. Do you have anything in development and coming soon that possibly get people excited?
We do. Like I said, there's unfortunately, because of the R&D and the technology that we have, I can't speak very highly of it. But with it is that we at Focal are always staying ahead of the curve. We do have we are slated to have roughly 11 new products released here near the within 2020, early 2021, and we're very, very excited with it. Is that we're looking to have some new products within the custom install product, some new additions within the headphone series as well. So again, we're excited about it, and we can't wait to show you guys when these products are available here.
Excellent, excellent. For those who might just be joining us, we are live with Focal, having a live Q&A. You can keep those questions coming. Now, for some people who might not really be, really familiar with Focal, I mean, you guys are obviously very high-end speaker and headphones and stuff. So kind of, for those who might not know Focal, kind of give a little background on them.
Sure. As we mentioned earlier, we are located out of France. We are a French manufacturer. What really differentiates us is the fact is that we do everything in house. We have we employ over 35 employees within our R&D department, which is substantial. It's roughly about 15% of our employees are in that department itself. And with this is that what makes this game unique is that we ultimately build everything in house. Everything from the cabinets to the crossovers. We develop all of our own cone technologies. By doing this is that we're able to really resolve any issues or build product dedicated for its application. And with this is again, we dive deep, without this going for 2.5 hours, we dive really deep into a lot of unique materials. Things like we have our W sandwich cone, which is in our top line stuff. We use some declassified military technology within that cone. We use flax for cone technologies, which again is really it's a byproduct of your breakfast cereal. And then obviously in our top end product, we use a very rare material called beryllium. So again, that really differentiates us from a lot of other competitors.
And Vision, a lot of some of our regular HIDEF customers not be familiar with is you guys also do car audio speakers. And we have a question from Larry in here. Now, he already owns the 906s and the 926s and is thinking about flipping out all the Infinity car speakers in his vintage pony car, which I'm assuming is a Mustang. Now, we do carry the Focal car speakers here. Can you tell me a little bit about what maybe what he might want for? Because they are pretty popular.
So, I mean, the fact that he has, 906s and 926s is that, we maybe we'll step back a little bit is that within our R&D department is obviously we have multiple categories. We not only do high-end speakers, but we do high-end headphones. We do car audio. We do pro audio. And then we also do multimedia. And what's very unique about this is that we share technologies between all of these different categories of speaker products. So that being said is that, for Larry here that already has 906s and 926s, he's using a technology, using our flax cone technology. And with that is that we also offer that within the car audio product, the flax cone and aluminum magnesium inverted dome tweeters. So if he's happy with that, then we have a solution for him to take that sound that he enjoys at home into his vehicle with him.
All right, Larry, I don't know what year Mustang you have, but I'm sure it's going to sound awesome with if you put some Focals in there. And we have another question. Is there any word on Focal doing a pair of true wireless headphones? That seems to be pretty popular right now.
Currently, like I said, at this point in time, we're always in development into new products. At this point in time, we are still running just our Sphere wireless, which does have the 30-centimeter cable between the earbuds. And at this point in time, I don't have any recollection if we're going to a true wireless headphone in the earbud in the future.
Okay, I actually did a video on the clears and used those. Those have an incredible sound.
Thank you.
Headphones. Let's see. Larry. Okay. So now with headphones, do you have anything as far as the noise canceling?
So within our Focal product lines, I'll start with the answer is no. We don't have any noise canceling products. But what we do is that we've taken the other path, we'll call it, and we have products that have noise isolation. The reason that we have chosen to go that path rather than the noise cancellation is that Focal is, again, for the last 4 years has always been based on sound and having the best quality of sound. The problem is with noise cancellation is that we tend to alter the reproduction of the music or whatever we're listening to with the noise canceling feature. But with sound isolation is that we can ultimately block any outside noises without compromising the sound of the product. So with that is that we have our two high-end headphones, our Stellia, which is a high-end closed-back circumaural or over-ear headphone, and Elysia. And then in our Nomad or our portable product is that we have our Listen Wireless product. And all these models, we couple the headphone with a heat-activated memory foam that allows coupling around the ear itself, so that we really get a good bond or a good seal, so that we can again isolate the outside noises.
Wonderful. You also talked earlier about your home theater audio. I was out at CES this past year. Was that the system that they had set up for the demonstration? Do you know that?
Yeah. So at CES this year, as we mentioned, we introduced some new products. Again, with the addition or the additional products within the Chorus series. There we actually had a 5.2.4 Dolby Atmos system set up within our location.
Mm-hmm.
That utilized 4 of our Core 826Ds. Again, these are the Dolby enabled Atmos speakers with the Chorus center channel and 2 subwoofers.
Excellent. And we have another question coming in. Why do you use the beryllium in the tweeters? You mentioned that. I know
wow.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to grade 7 science here. So the fact is that we have a simple formula for developing any of our drivers, and we basically break this down to what we call the MRD ratio. This breaks down to mass, rigidity, and damping. Again, mass based on how light or how heavy the material is. Rigidity, again, how strong the material is, so that we don't have distortion with the dome itself. And the last is damping, is that we don't want a material that adds any quote unquote flavor into the music. So when we get into the beryllium side, is that beryllium is actually number 4 on our periodical table. It's actually the first solid with 1, 2, and 3 being gases. And so again, going back to grade 7 science, is that we understand that the lower the atomic number is, the lighter the material. So that takes care of the mass. On the rigidity side is that beryllium is actually extremely hard. It is actually the other substance that will scratch glass. Obviously, we know that diamond will do that. And when it comes right down to it, is again, beryllium has extremely high damping factors. Again, they use this material in high-end fighter aircraft. They use it in space modules and so on, because of all these same properties. And we've ultimately found that this was the best material that we could find to put into our high-end, Utopia products and so on.
Now, what would you say the percentage? Like how many of your products do you put that in? Like just the top end? You kind of go.
Off the top of my head, so we utilize the beryllium. And maybe we'll do it by category. So in the home audio speaker series, we use this in our Utopia series products. So there's 7 models in that series. We use it in our Soper products, which has 4 models within that series. And we also use it in our Canta product, which again has 4 models in that series. On our custom install, we do offer beryllium within our Electra 1000 series. We also utilize this in our car audio product. We use this in our SM6 Pro Audio monitors. And we also use this in our 2 top-line high-end headphones, the Utopia model and our Stellia model, which is, again, the open and the closed-back headphone. So, again, we use this technology quite vastly, actually, through all of our top-line products.
Fantastic. Yeah, we had a tuning fork with all 3 of the materials on there, and that beryllium really blows the others out of the water.
Right, and we have our tuning fork sets that includes titanium, aluminum, and then again the beryllium. And when you really are able to show apples to apples, the beryllium is far exceeds those other two materials.
Okay. All right, and again, for those who might just be joining us, we are live with Focal doing a Q&A, kind of doing just a general discussion, and keep those questions coming. Sorry, I keep bumping the table. Trying to think. Oh, now we talked a little bit about the Cora series. Now, for those who are friends of our Facebook, we are going to be having a contest starting this Friday, working with Focal, and we are giving away a set of Cora 816s. So stay tuned to our Facebook channel, and the details will be coming out on Friday for that. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We have another question coming in. How long has HIDEF sold Focal? How long have we actually been working with you guys? 10 years?
Oh, man, yeah, it's man, it seems just like yesterday, actually. Man, it's easily over for sure 5 years, but closer. I think you're right. I think it's definitely closer to 10.
Yeah, and it's been a very successful company with us for sure. So big fans. Now, see, I've only been here for a little less than a year, so I'm still kind of getting my feet wet with a lot of the products. But I'm a big fan of Focal so far.
Well, thank you.
Trying to think what else there is to add.
Well, maybe on that note, I'll add a little bit of history of us.
Okay.
And so we're kind of the best kept secret. I mean, we've been around actually. This year is our 41st year in business. So we're, again, our founder Jacques Mahal started the company in 1979, and again developing again new cone technologies. A lot of the products that we have currently right now, or technologies that we have been patented for 30 and 40 years. So again, being very forefront.
And it can't be stated enough, the quality that goes into the Focal products is something like I've never seen.
Well, thank you. Yeah, again, we take a lot of pride in our product. We do have very strict tolerances. As I mentioned, we hand build, almost all of our products in France. With that is that, we have tolerances as low as 1/10 of 1% for our cones. As an example, we hand build a lot of our cones that we've used in our speaker drivers. And at that point in time, they're all tested because we feel that if it doesn't meet the qualifications right there and then, it definitely won't meet a passing grade at the end of, once we're done assembling the driver units themselves.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, I think that's kind of all that I really have for today. Again, want to thank you for joining us. Again, Focal, all of their speakers, well, majority of the speakers available here at HIDEF Lifestyle. Again, we are having a contest beginning this Friday. We're on our Facebook channel. We are going to be giving away a set of Cora 816 speakers. So we're very excited about that. It should be kind of a fun contest with, I believe it is with the some artwork to be done, and I think everyone's going to get a real kick out of it. Anything else you'd like to add before we? Like
I said, thank you for having us. Again, we love having you guys as a partner, and again, we've been a partner with you guys for a long time, and as always, be safe.
Okay. Again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.